It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the 3 cards that are coming tomorrow as far as the last drop of the Cookin set in NBA 2K24 MyTeam. Remember, this set does lock in for the Diamond Steph Curry, but after we know that there are 3 amethysts coming, we also know that this set is going to be ridiculously expensive, like 700,000 MT. Which, again, is just absolutely ridiculously expensive. So we're going to be talking about these 3 ammies and then briefly talking about if the Cookin set is worth you guys locking in for or not. Now, before we dive any further into that, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We are on the road towards 120,000 subscribers. And I really do appreciate all of the recent support that you guys have shown me, man. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank each and every one of you guys that does tune in and support the channel. So we're going to start off with Hakeem Olajuwon. So since Shaq came out, okay, there's been a lot of talk in the community. Yo, Ty, do you think, we're going to see another center that's similar to a level of Shaq? Or is Shaq going to be the best center in the game for quite some time? Now, with this Hakeem Olajuwon, does he really change my perspective on that or not? I mean, maybe a little, but not a ton. I mean, if we look at Hakeem Olajuwon in 2K, like if we go to 2K24 or 2K23, and we look at an early Hakeem Olajuwon that we did see, I mean, I don't really know if we really saw an early Hakeem. But if we go to one of the first ones we've seen, okay, that was in October. We really didn't see an early Hakeem. But basically, Hakeem is always 7 feet tall. He always has a decent enough release. The thing for me is I doubt Hakeem Olajuwon is going to have a high 3-ball. I'd expect it maybe in the mid-60s if I had to guess. I can't see him having a super high 3-ball. And again, I don't know when the last time was we saw a super early Hakeem. I mean, this was a season 1 tip-off Hakeem. Might see a Hakeem close to this. This was the double take Hakeem, who was obviously a lot better. But here's the deal. If he looks somewhat like this, I'm just not super high on him. I'm not super sold on him. Now, I do expect his 3-ball maybe to be a little higher. And again, even with all this, does that mean Hakeem Olajuwon is going to, be bad, or does it mean he's going to play? I mean, it's just really dependent on what he totally does look like. I don't even mind Hakeem's release. Like, I'm shooting with his release right now. It's fine. He, turns sideways, but again, it's fine. You can green with it. It just comes down to what is that 3-ball rating and just kind of how he does perform. I don't think Hakeem is going to be bad, but is he going to be a level of like a Shaquille O'Neal? He's not, okay? And he's going to cost 140 at minimum, 1,000 MT. And for that price, guys, I think Anthony Davis is going to be better. Now, again, that's just my initial opinion. I could be totally wrong on him in general. And if I am, I apologize to you guys, okay? I do want to sit up here in front of you guys and say I'm sorry if I do end up being wrong, because I could, right? I could be absolutely wrong on Hakeem Olajuwon. We could load up the game tomorrow and, I don't know, we could have just as good of stats and badges as Shaq and be even better than Shaq. Now, again, I don't necessarily anticipate that happening, but it is definitely a possibility. Then we do see Amethyst Zion Williamson. Now, Zion this year, only 6'6", kind of interesting, the fact that he's only 6'6". Now, if we look at the early Zion we saw last year, what was it, the intensity one, he's not going to be this good. Okay, so if you're expecting to load up in Zion to be this good, he's not going to be, okay? Power forward only at 6'6", and again, expected 3-ball in the low 70s. Defensively, not going to be nearly this good. This Zion was absolutely elite. The Zion we're going to get tomorrow is not going to be. Now, what is Zion's release like this year? That's a question a lot of people are going to ask. Is his release horrible? I mean, I'm shooting around with it right now. I wouldn't even say it's horrible. Is it good, though? No. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here in front of you guys and say it's horrible and unusable, because it's not. But it is slow. It is a set shot, and it's not great. So just keep that in the back of your mind with Zion. Zion's going to dunk on everybody. But my question to you guys right now would be, how important is that, right? How many 2K, how many of you guys play 2K, and the main thing you guys do is run to the rim and dunk? I feel like it's not that many of us. So, I mean, for me, when I'm looking at Hakeem, comparing him to Zion, I think Hakeem is going to be so much better than Zion. And I don't even think it's going to be comparable. If you're talking about the power forward list I made today, where would Zion be on that? I don't even think he's better than Julius Randle. He'd probably be 8 or 9. And again, that's not me hating on the card. That's just me being completely honest with you and open with you guys. I just don't see it with Zion Williamson this year. Could, we load up tomorrow and Zion, be something special? I mean, it's a possibility. But do I expect that to be what happens? No, I just do not see it with Zion Williamson on my team. Now, let's talk about Drazen, last but certainly not least, tomorrow. Again, we are going to get a free card tomorrow as well as the lock-in for the Draymond Green. Now, do I think Drazen is going to be a card that is somebody to look at? Well, here's the thing with Drazen. I feel like all the time early on 2K, Drazen gets a card and he's just never that special. Now, here's the deal. He's 6'5" at the 2. Now, the one thing about Drazen is his hot spots, at least in play now when I'm shooting around with him, are really good. Sharpshooters are really valuable. The problem with Drazen is his release is not great. Now, if he gets this release on quick, maybe it'll be something. But as I'm shooting with it right now in shoot around, I'm not a fan of the Drazen Petrovic release. When you compare it, honestly, it's not even comparable to Kyle Korver. It's not even comparable to Mike Miller. So when I look at the 3 cards coming tomorrow, I think Hakeem could be okay. I think Zion is going to be an absolute garbage man. And I think Drazen is going to be an absolute garbage man. I am sorry, but I'm not going to hype up cards that I think are going to be garbage men. That's just not what I'm about. And if that's what you want, man, I'm sorry that you're getting this type of video, but I do not think these cards are good. And so when I look at the final set, all of the cards that lock in for Steph, you got Hakeem, you got Zion, you got Drazen, and then you've got Brook Lopez, you got Latrell Sprewell, you got Chris Mullin, these Sapphires, and these Emeralds. I'm telling you guys right now, if I were to lock in this set for Steph Curry, Steph would play and Hakeem might play. If Hakeem's the best center or second best center in the game, which I think he'll probably be the second best center, those are the 2 cards that play. Now, when you look at the MT cost of that set, with these 3 cards alone, you're looking at $420,000. After that, $490,000, $560,000, $630,000. These 2 combined for $32K, then you're looking at $660,000. This is basically $20K, $680,000. And $700, and you're by the end of it nearly looking at $750,000 MT to complete the Cookin set. Now I've been grinding for about a week and a half, and I have $621,000 MT. Now I bought AD, but that was about it. The question of the day is Steph worth locking in for? No, he absolutely is not. Because to buy all of the amethyst tomorrow, you're looking at $249,000 MT. Now, how much is $249,000 MT? You're looking at about $60 just off of that alone. That doesn't even count any of the other cards that we have seen as far as in this Cookin promo, this Cookin set. Maybe you'll be able to buy them all for a discount for maybe like $100, but I'm telling you, or maybe for like, I don't know, $80. I'm telling you right now, I would not lock in for Steph Curry. Am I personally going to lock in for Steph Curry? Probably not. I just don't think he's that big of a game changer. And even with Hakeem Olajuwon, how much better is he really going to be than if you have Ben Wallace, if you have Alonzo Mourning? Heck, even if you have a guy, I don't know, like Jabari Smith Jr., how much better is Hakeem going to be? I just don't think too much. So, I mean, I'm sorry for this Dre and Steph duo. They are not playing for me. Draymond might play alone because I am looking for a good backup power forward that can stretch the court. But I'm telling you right now, I am not locking in for Steph Curry. They didn't do enough with these amethysts to get my attention. That's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. I'm sorry that I'm mad, that I'm kind of angry. But they put this whole smoke screen of, oh, we're cooking, and this is what they cooked up this week. Man, this week has been horrible. This drop is horrible, and I'm not excited about it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.